brains. Yeah, whoa, jail. You're going to jail. Whoa, jail. You're going to jail. One, Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for waiting for me, y'all. It's your sister, Jessacouplethingspod. If you're new here, welcome to my Chanel during Black Women's Black Women's Month. Okay, it is Hispanic Heritage Month, y'all. I'm tired as hell. I thank y'all for waiting on me. I know I was supposed to come on at 10, but I literally just got off work. I was working with Stacey Abrams, Latasha Thomas. I've been working all day, and literally, like, as I was at work, all this stuff was being dropped, and I'm like, dang, like I'm so mad that I can't just hop on my computer or my laptop. It just was not possible. So I'm sorry that it took me so long to get on here, but it's because I was at work. But y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Y'all see what we finna be discussing during Black Women's Mi Gente Voy a Reddit. You going to jail. Black Women's Month, okay? First and foremost, let me say this. I'm a Wendy fan. I am a Wendy Osefo fan, period. Let me just make that very, very clear, okay? We're going to talk about this shit, but we also going to keep it cute, okay? We're going to talk about this shit, but we're going to keep it cute. I am a Wendy Osefo fan. I love her. I love seeing her family. I love seeing her with her husband. I feel like I don't cover Real Housewives of Potomac often, but when I do, I've talked about like the colorism that she's faced on the show. I've talked about how just she's been so mistreated, and the feeling that, you know, Wendy just never really had any friends on this show. And I feel like things really, the tide changed for her when she was assaulted on the show. And I feel like that's when like the fan base kind of turned and started showing her support. But it's sad that as a dark-skinned woman, that's what it takes for people to finally support you. But I just want to lay all that on the table. Now, we're going to be honest about what the fuck is going on regarding this case, though. Okay? I'm still going to keep it cute, but we're going to be honest. I'm going to be honest about my thoughts. I'm shocked, y'all. Like, first and foremost, I'm just shocked. Like, am I the only one who's just like shocked? I'm shocked. I'm shocked for several reasons. But I think the first one is just, for me, I cannot understand for the life of me why Wendy would even put herself in a situation where she would give the likes of Ashley, the likes of Giselle, the likes of Juan Dixon and his roommate. Like, you give these people an opportunity to laugh at you? Like, you would give these bitches the way these bitches is gonna be on your neck if they do bring you back. And I think they are gonna I don't think they're gonna get rid of Wendy, because yes, it's insurance fraud and we're gonna get into it, but who were her victims? Like, she didn't go around stealing from people. She committed insurance fraud. Now, it's still wrong, right? But are we gonna talk about how insurance be frauding us? Okay, that's another story for another time. But you're giving all these people, even Mia. I saw Mia get online with her 613 Game of Thrones wig. She climbed on online, and her with her Khaleesi wig, talking about, doesn't she? I thought Miss 4 Degrees had it all. You're giving these women a chance. You're giving these women an opportunity. Like when I tell you these women never had anything on Wendy, and now how the tides have turned, bitch. You got Mia with her Game of Thrones wig. She getting online talking about you. Then you got Candace, who was promoting her podcast and the upcoming season of Traders. And on the spot, the news come in. You got Candace fighting for. Shout out to Candace. I saw her last week in DC. It was so good hanging out with her. Love her down. But you got Candace. They're targeting us. They're targeting the Black women. Now, Candace, I love you down, but Karen deserved that. That lady had what, 4 or 5 DUIs? That wasn't no target, baby. She deserved it. She deserved it. Okay. And if these things that are being alleged by the police are correct, somebody said House of Dragon wig. Like, speaking of Mia, I saw her little short, her we represent the lollipop girl. I saw her little boyfriend. I don't think they're together anymore. I think she moved on to Bobby Valentino. Why, Wendy, Puki sa, sister, Puki sa, ume. Wendy's ume? No, sister. When I saw this shit, I said, I was like, oh, this is not real. This is not real. This is not real. This is absolutely not real. Yeah, she's with Bobby Valentino. Y'all ain't know? She's with Mr. Slow Now. Mind you, I thought Bobby Valentino liked the girls. When I say he liked the girls, y'all know what I'm talking. I thought he liked the girls. He's been caught, trying to get at the girls. So I didn't think that Mia would be his type, but whatever. Wendy's, ou bay tout moun an chans pou yo pa son an bêtise Wendy's. Kounya tout moun ap ri, tout moun ap ki. There's no telling what's going on in the group chat. You got Kiana, who's been reaching for shit. When you watch this season, reaching to the depths to find something to beef with Wendy about. Now you gave her material. Oh, Wendy's. Oh, Wendy's. Ça ou fait la peine. Mwen want. Oh, Wendy's. Ça ou fait la peine. Mwen want pou. Mwen want. What's going on? It just didn't make sense to me during Black Women's Mi Gente. It didn't make sense to me. I didn't believe it. So for those of you guys who don't know what's going on, let me go ahead and just pull up the story for y'all to be able to see it for yourselves. But this is crazy to me. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Hold on. Hold on. What's going on? Hold on. I haven't done this live in a minute. What's going on? Okay. All right, y'all. So Wendy Osefo and husband booked on fraud charges. Immediately, I'm just like, this is not right. This has to be fake. Bravo has paused the series premiere of Wife Swap So Wendy had an episode of Wife Swap that was coming out, which was the Real Housewives edition. It was supposed to premiere next, I think it was the end of this week. Now they're gonna skip over her episode and go to the next one. What do y'all think about that? I kind of feel like that's a little extreme, no? There's a lot of things I feel are extreme in this case, but Variety reported that. Let me go to the Variety thing. Hold on, y'all. Real Housewives star Wendy Osefo indicted for fraud. Bravo pulls her wife swap episode in response. I thought this was a lot. Cause again, like they didn't go around stealing from people. They insurance fraud. Like I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying like, okay, like who were their victims? They don't have any victims here. It's not like Jen Shaw who was out here literally like stealing from everyday people, had a whole scheme going to steal from everyday people. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's an ongoing investigation. Who knows what might come up? And that's why they're like, yeah, we're pulling it. But I thought this was kind of extreme. But Wendy and her husband, Eddie Osefo, were indicted on October 9th in Carroll County, Maryland, on multiple charges of fraud. Following the news of their arrest, Bravo pushed the series premiere of Wife Swap to October 21st. Each episode showcases a swap between a Real Housewives cast member and a regular civilian. Okay, but going back to this, a rep for Wendy tells TMZ Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband, Edward Osefo, are back home safely with their family and in good spirits. They are grateful for the outpouring of concern and support from friends, fans, and colleagues. The Osefos, alongside their legal team, look forward to their day in court. At this time, they respectfully ask for privacy as they focus on their family and the legal process ahead. Now, according to documents, the Real Housewives of Potomac star and her husband, she faces 16 charges. 16 felony. 16 charges, including 7 felonies for allegedly making false, misleading info on into fraud in excess of $300. Now, let me just talk about this real quick. I want to talk about something real quick, because the way in excess of $300 was whooping some of y'all's ass. Oh my God, they got arrested for $300? Oh my God, they got arrested for three. It was just like, do my oh my God. Like the way that was beating some of y'all ass in excess of $300. That should let you know that basically the threshold is $300. So anything above $300, they would consider a felony. Do y'all know how to read? Not y'all, but I was seeing this shit online. I'm just like, what's going on? Like y'all are the children that should have been left behind, because y'all are damn sure not the children that Whitney said was the future. When Whitney said, I believe the children are the future, she wasn't talking about y'all. $300. Oh my God, $300. What? My Lord. Jesus Christ. The couple was booked on Thursday night in Westminster, Maryland. Child, I'm tired. Here's the deal. Police say that the couple reported a burglary in April last year. The couple claimed they found their bedroom ransacked after returning from a trip to Jamaica. We told you about this incident at the time. Okay, so this was the incident. This was back in April of last year. Home burglarized while on vacay. Burglars hit the home of Real Housewives of Potomac star Dr. Wendy Osefo, swiping some very expensive possessions from the Bravo star. We're told the burglary took place sometime last week in Finnsburg, Maryland, when Wendy and her family were on vacation in Jamaica. A spokesperson for the Carroll County Sheriff's Department tells us the theft was reported to their office on Sunday, but shared no further details as the investigation is still ongoing. Wendy tells TMZ, "My family and I are devastated and feel violated by this intrusion. We thank God no one was home. So for that, we feel very blessed. Material things can always be replaced." Okay, so this was back then. And remember, as far as the investigation went, they didn't really talk, the police didn't really share any more details. So the way they just stayed quiet while they quietly collected all this info over time. Huh. According to the prosecution's bail recommendation documents obtained by TMZ, the couple reportedly told police several designer bags and jewelry had been stolen. But get this, Carroll County Sheriff deputies allege Wendy was later seen in a social media post wearing a diamond ring she reported stolen. That's when, for me, already I felt like this is not fake. This is fake. But when you see that she allegedly was wearing a ring that she reported stolen, that's when I was like, that's when even more I was just like, this don't make no sense. Because I just personally do not see Wendy and Eddie reporting a diamond ring stolen, and then she puts the ring on and like is on social media. Like, what is in that Happy Eddie? Like, what is in that? Because I might need that. I might need me some Happy Eddie at this point. Because if they really did this shit, that means that they took that damn weed and was just they went to another galaxy where sense was just not there. Who does that? Who does that? Report a ring, a diamond ring stolen, and then put it on for pictures for social media? Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Something about that to me, like, people do dumb shit every day. People do dumb shit every day. But this is beyond dumb to me. This is like, she probably thought she wasn't being watched. That's not how insurance claims work, y'all. They're watching you. Thank you so much, Jashonda. I'm a defense attorney. It's typical to be charged for each claimed item. Clients charged with bad checks get charged for each check. They plead down to a few, okay? The xenophobia has been crazy. Oh, I know. I already knew people were gonna come for Nigerians. I knew it. And please keep that shit off my video. Keep that shit off my video. Please. Please. Keep that shit off my video. I will say this though. I will say part of Wendy's journey on the show has been the attack of her Nigerian heritage. There's been times when it's been discussed that Wendy brought shame to Eddie and that his family didn't fuck with her because she came from a certain background in Nigeria and all that. So like, this woman has been through a lot. And so for me, I'm just like, that's another reason for me. I'm just like, girl, not you. Like I'm reading this. But I'm just like, there's just no way for me. Like I see the case. It's just for me, there's just no way for me that I really believe that Wendy and Eddie are this dumb. This is dumb. And not only is it dumb, again, they have to deal with the xenophobia of it all. They got to deal with the village. Oh, they gonna throw Wendy out the village now. The village, they have to deal with all that. Like, that wasn't in the back of their minds. I'm sorry, like, something doesn't make sense to me. Tamara, I work for an insurance company and they have auditors down to the fender benders. They do not play. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me say this. Like 2 years ago, I had a fender bender, and I might go off on a little tangent here because, again, while I understand that this is wrong, I'm not exactly like, I'm not going to demonize Eddie and Wendy for this, because they did this to an insurance company. These insurance companies don't give a fuck about us. I'll never forget when I got my Tesla, I got insurance. I got Allstate on it, right? And I remember I got into a fender bender. Literally, it was like a small dent on like the left side of my back bumper. I go to file an insurance claim. Allstate did everything they could to not issue me my money so that I could get my car fixed. Now, here's the gag too, is that with Teslas, let's say I get into a fender bender and you put a dent in my door. You know, if I'm driving like a Honda, or if I'm driving a Toyota, if I'm driving like most cars, you know, you can go to any body shop and, you know, they could pop that shit. You know, you get your shit back like within a week. With Tesla, that's not how that works. You have to get a whole new door. A whole new door. A whole new door. I had to get a whole new door. Allstate did not want to pay for that. Also, I couldn't just take the car anywhere. I had to go to Tesla directly. And so literally, oh, Justin, where's Justin? Where's Justin? Hey, boo. Hey, Boogie. Child, I'm just getting off work. I did watch your live in between my sets. But literally, I had to get a whole new door. Allstate did not want to pay that. They was trying everything to not pay for my fucking door. The fight I had to put forth to get my shit fixed, like basically treating me as if I wasn't a paying customer. It was insane. Thank you so much, Live Well LA. I work in insurance and most people think the payout is the end of the claim. No, that's the beginning of the investigation. Trust me, PK and Dora is next. Yup, I believe that too. I believe Dora, they coming for you. Dora, they coming for you. They coming for you. I believe that too. Somebody was like, oh, I can't wait to see what Dorit got to say about this one. Dorit. Insurance companies are quick to take the money, but paying out tooth and nail. Yup. Thank you so much, Tamara. Yeah, like to get, and mind you, it's like, okay, if you're gonna put up all that fight, tell me that you can't don't insure my Tesla. Don't insure it. No, you insured it. My insurance was more expensive than usual. I get it. It's a Tesla. I get it. But when it was time to get my fucking money and to get my car fixed, like it took me a good 3 months to get my car fixed. I went through hell and back to get that car back. So if you expect me to be on here taking up for insurance companies, I'm here to tell you during Black Women's Month, absolutely not. I'm not taking up for no insurance company. I'm not taking up for no insurance company. Hell no. They're predators. They scam us every fucking day. No, not taking up for them. However, it doesn't make what Wendy and Eddie allegedly did right. It doesn't make it right. And I'm just like, okay, Eddie, you're an attorney. Wendy, you're a doctorate, you're a professor. What happened? Like what happened here that made them feel like they had to do this? Hold on. Okay. Additionally, an investigation determined numerous items the Osefos claimed were stolen had been purchased, then returned to the store where a full refund was provided prior to the alleged burglary. The documents indicate the couple had claimed $450,000 worth of personal property loss to an insurance company. I read somewhere else too that one of the reasons why they're saying alleged, I'm going to pull up I think it was in not that I read it, I think it was in the press conference. The press conference said that there actually was no burglary. Like when they search everybody's cameras, the house got cameras outside, it got cameras inside. But also keep in mind, y'all, nowadays, all your neighbors have cameras too. Like my neighborhood that I'm in, it's heavily surveyed. It's heavily Big Brother. And I like that because I remember like a couple weeks back, somebody who lived in my neighborhood literally had got she was outside her house and she had to run back into the house, literally was in her house for like 3 minutes. And as she ran into her house 3 minutes, she comes back, everything in her car was stolen. Like it was ridiculous. Everything in her house was stolen. And the person who ran off with all her stuff was literally running behind different neighbors' backyards and shit. Like, thank goodness everybody's cameras were on. But you got to keep in mind, like, again, that's why I'm like, Wendy and Eddie can't be this stupid. You can't be this stupid. You cannot be this dumb. That's why I'm just like, something in this just ain't, it just don't make no sense to me. I'm not saying it's right. Don't put those words in my mouth. But something don't seem right to me that you would report a burglary. You know your house is under surveillance. You know all the homes in your neighborhood are most likely under surveillance. You do know that they're going to investigate this shit. What is in the Happy Eddie? Eddie, that shit is too happy. I need 20 packages. Let me tell you something. Eddie and Wendy was on that Jamaican beach sipping on Bob Marley after Bob Marley after Bob Marley. If you've ever been in Jamaica and you've had a Bob Marley, you know how fucking good those drinks are. They was on that Jamaican beach drinking Bob Marley after Bob Marley, sparking up whatever Happy Eddie they had. And they was like, we're going to fake a robbery. Like, there's just no way. I'm sorry. There's just no way. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Chioma. Hi, Jess. I live in Maryland, and Carroll County is a MAGA county. Having a press conference for insurance fraud is wild. It was wild to me. Thank you so much. That's wild to me. Insurance fraud, bitch. We having a press conference for insurance fraud. Please, of all the shit going on in Maryland, we're going to stop the press and we're going to have a press conference for insurance fraud. Somebody said not Eddie's. I'm sorry, Eddie. The jokes are gonna come. But please be for real. Not they bringing up Kamala Harris. Like, this is what I hate about TMZ too and all these publications. Now they gonna bring up shit that ain't got nothing to do. What Kamala got to do? Kamala's on her book tour fighting off protesters. Leave her alone. She ain't got shit to do with this. She ain't got shit to do with this. Let me see if I could pull up the press conference. I thought this was wild too. Here we go. Here go the press conference. Hold on. Oh, I don't think they playing. They got commercials on TMZ. What the fuck? Look, I got commercials for a child. But out of everything going on in the world, a press conference for insurance fraud, please. Y'all, please.
April 7th, 2024 at approximately 10:13 p.m., deputies responded to a residence in the 1900 block of Turnberry Court in Finksburg for a reported burglary. Edward Osefo called 911 to report the burglary. Edward and Wendy Osefo, both from Finksburg, live at that address, and they have 3 school-age children. They reported that their home had been burglarized sometime between April 2nd and April 7th of 2024. while they were on vacation in Jamaica. The house would have been vacant at the time with no one house sitting. No one had a key to the residence, according to the Osefos. The Osefos claimed that designer handbags and jewelry valued at more than $200,000 were missing from the primary residence bedroom upstairs. Weeks after the alleged burglary, detectives discovered Mrs. Osefo had posted photos on social media wearing jewelry that matched items she had reported stolen, specifically a diamond anniversary band. Detectives were provided receipts by the Osefos for the loss of items that they had purchased dating as far back as 2018. On those receipts were email addresses. We had become suspicious that this was a false claim. Based on the thorough investigation conducted by detectives in my office in coordination with the Carroll County State's Attorney's Office, it became clear that the Osefos had fabricated the burglary and filed a false report in an attempt to fraud their insurance company.
Yesterday, the defendants were indicted by the grand jury for Carroll County in connection with Wendy Osefo. It was 7 counts of insurance fraud, 8 counts of conspiracy to commit insurance fraud, and 1 count of false statement to a police officer. The investigation determined that on April 8th, 2024, the Osefos initiated 3 separate insurance claims for the alleged burglary.
That's another thing I don't understand. So 2 things, right? The first guy said that they had filed insurance claims on items that they had purchased and received refunds for, and they were able to see the receipts for that. That's why for me, I'm just like, y'all, this don't sound crazy to y'all. Like, I'm not saying they lying, but also they the police. Like, let's just be for real, right? I ain't saying they lying, but they the police. And you could tell this is the most attention these motherfuckers have ever gotten. Who the fuck cares about Carroll County? Like, nobody. You could tell they could not wait to cock their cameras up and to do. This is something that took place last April. Okay. And they specifically waited until this season of Real Housewives of Potomac was premiering to do this. Like, I just want y'all to, I'm not saying they lying. I'm not saying that Eddie and Wendy didn't do this, but I'm just saying this really might be a scheme that's the scheme that Todd set up to come to us with this really might be a scheme. Y'all, let me ask y'all, seriously. Who files an insurance claim, right, on very expensive items that they purchased and then returned? Like, you do know that's easily traceable, right? That's 2 transactions that can be easily verified. Who the fuck does that? Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. This might just very much be a case of trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to look like they have money. Listen, as somebody who's in the entertainment space, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not one of these people, but I can tell you, a lot of these people that y'all think got it, they don't got it. They ain't got it, especially right now. Especially right now. I was at dinner the other day for one of my friends' birthday. Shout out to Chrissy. I was talking to Erica. Erica used to do Love and Hip Hop. Now she just pops up every now and then. And we were talking about how the money in reality television is not what it used to be. And already what it used to be really should have been more. But she was saying, like, the checks she used to get, they're not giving those checks anymore, which is why a lot of y'all faves be on TikTok asking y'all for love offering. Can you please send me a dragon? Can you please send me a meow, meow, ice cream so good? The money's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. So this could easily be a case of them trying to live beyond their means. And I feel for them on that, but also I just don't get. Let me tell you something. One thing about me, if I was to ever get the opportunity to be a housewife, y'all is gonna see this house that I live in the fucking hood. I don't give a fuck. I do not care. You're in the hood now, baby. I have nothing. I don't care. Y'all finna come see my beautiful home in the motherfucking hood. I have nothing for y'all hoes. I ain't got shit to prove to nobody. Y'all finna come in here. Y'all gonna get the fuck what y'all gonna get what y'all fucking get and get the fuck on. I do not care. I do not feel the pressure. But I be around it. Like I be like, especially here in Atlanta, like there's so much pressure for everybody to be, Gucci down and Dior this. Bitch, I'm down to the tropical smoothie. Give me a little smoothie. I'm not down to the motherfucking what's the a Nobu where I'm gonna get some salmon booty, a little piece of salmon booty for $50. Fuck you. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. You finna come over here, you gonna see my house that I bought in the motherfucking hood, and that's the motherfucking it. That's it. I do not feel the pressure. And I really wish more people who go on reality television would just be themselves. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Just be you. Be you, boo. Just be you. Fuck these people. Everybody don't got it. Everybody can't live in a mansion. It's okay. Do you not see the fucking economy? This economy is so fucked up. Y'all finna get this house I got in the motherfucking hood. That's it. I don't care. Be real with yourself. So this might just be a case of them trying to live beyond their means, trying to keep up with the Joneses. But again, I'm just like, this is just so dumb. These are two very educated people making a very dumb mistakes, very dumb choices.
8th, 2024, the Osefos initiated 3 separate insurance claims for...
That was my next thought. 3 separate insurance claims for the same items is crazy work. Come on now. What the fuck is in the Happy Eddie? I need that. 3 insurance claims for the same thing? Are you okay? What? Olivia, thank you so much. Amen. Relatability is the best authentic reality. Yeah, period. It's not even just about being relatable. It's about, this is me, bitch. This is what you finna get. This is me. This is what you gonna get. I'm sorry. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. That's it. When people of these caliber make these mistakes, they are usually in a desperate space. Maybe they're strapped for cash. Oh, somebody just said it. Allegedly, they got a bunch of debt. Maybe they're strapped for cash.
The alleged burglary and theft that occurred at their residence. And those were against Travelers Insurance, Jewelers Mutual Insurance, and Homesite Insurance Company for their alleged losses. Mr. Osefo gave recorded statements to 2 of the insurance companies regarding a list of stolen items. He was also asked whether any of the items on the list had been returned, which he denied. He was asked if he had other insurance but failed to disclose to Homesite and Jewelers that he was also making a claim with Travelers. For a Homesite Insurance, both Edward and Wendy signed a sworn statement of loss, which was notarized. The total amount of loss claimed on the sworn statement of loss was $2,500 for the damage to the building itself and $450,000 estimated for contents and personal property. Some folks...
That just sounds so weird to me. That sounds so weird to me.
May view insurance fraud as an innocuous crime since it only affects insurance companies That's certainly not true. Insurance fraud affects all of us in the form.
Shut your ass up. I know Robin, Karen, Ashley, Mia, NECA, Giselle, somewhere. No, I can't. But Wendy's your enemy, like your enemies are in a group chat right now. Wendy's ennemi yo, c'est dans groupe chat yo écoute y a parlé mal. Wendy's yo dans groupe chat là y a parlé mal. Pour qui ça? Décision ça pour qui ça c'est lui même ou prend. Hey! Pour qui ça? I just wonder what, like, is this a scheme that Todd set up? BB, my humor is very dark. So sorry, but like Wendy's son said, that Chick-fil-A check about to look. You did. The way Wendy's son was clearing her in that last episode, you're not a doctor. I was like, well, damn, what the fuck is going on? Them kids was one thing about kids, they gonna humble you real quick. Her kids was clearing her left and right. My God. Y'all. Oh, I love Baltimore. Carroll County is the wealthiest county in Maryland. The law enforcement and judicial system ain't nothing to play with. It's MAGA country too. Yeah, someone else said that. Someone else said it's very much MAGA country. Someone else said it's very much MAGA country. There was this resurfaced clip of Wendy talking about the burglar, the burglary. Where is it? Here it is.
Before.
Okay.
Like, literally before
Oh.
camp went up, it happened because my family was away on spring break. It was our spring break trip with the kiddos. And I was just so heartbroken. Like, I think a few of my first initial scenes, I'm just a little bit uneasy because we had just been
Yeah.
violated, so to speak. It was the worst thing. It's so unexpected, especially since from my vantage point and from the investigators' vantage point, it was targeted, you know.
Really?
Yeah, because I've lived in this neighborhood for, a long time, but since the neighborhood has been in inception for over 20 years, there has been no burglary.
Yeah.
Like nothing. And so it's so heartbreaking. And again, like going back to my earlier statement, where at my core, what centers me is motherhood. My first thought was my kids. And, part of the reason why I live where I live is for their safety, for them to have ample, acres to be able to run, play, enjoy, free of anything. And when someone comes into your home, which is such a sacred space, and violates you in that way, you start questioning things. So I'm just glad that we are okay, we're safe, and we are able to move forward from that as a family. But man, that was definitely gut-wrenching.
And that's something you have to process.
You know how diabolical this is if she's lying? This is alleged to me because she's still, they innocent to me until this is proven, until they have their days in court. That's where I stand. I still think this is fucked up. But if Wendy's lying about that, do you know how diabolical that is? Because listen to what she said. She said that since that neighborhood was created, since the inception of that neighborhood, there hasn't been not one burglary. There hasn't been not one burglary. So the first burglary is the Black family. I don't know if there's other Black family, but y'all are telling me this is very much MAGA down, MAGA country down. So I'm going to assume y'all are either the only Black family or maybe one of the very few Black families. And remember, she said that they were targeted. So again, it's like, oh, Wendy's. She's innocent until proven guilty. That's the law of the land, ain't it? You innocent until proven guilty, right? Her and Eddie are innocent until proven guilty. Again, I'm not saying what they allegedly did. Allegedly, I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying, according to the law of the land. According to the law of the land. Okay. Allegedly. This is all alleged. Allegedly. This is all alleged now. 16 felonies. I had called Justin this morning. Justin said 16. I hate this for my sister. Let me just say this. I think that if they did do this, I think this is another case of reality stars trying to live a certain lifestyle for the cameras. And in my personal opinion, I just feel like real goes farther. Just be real. Real goes farther. Oh, thank you so much, Sunny, with a chance. Yep. Risking your entire freedom to keep up appearances with people who won't even put money on your. That's what I was getting to. It's just, to me, y'all, this is why, like, I don't consider myself an influencer. I don't be on my platform selling y'all stuff. Like, I don't really do that. Like, from time to time, I might hop on, I might, like, have just another day where, I'm doing my little routines or whatever, but that's not my content. That's not the bulk of my content. Because y'all, I ain't gonna hold you. We're in an over-consuming society right now. Like, sometimes I look at folks and I'm like, damn, how are you able to buy all this? And what I hate is, like, sometimes when you do that, oh, you checking that person's pockets. No, I'm just being real. How the fuck are you able to get all that in this economy? I know your job. I know what you do. You don't do anything that should bring this. So how are you able to do that? How? God forbid my self-esteem level so low that I have to commit white collar crime. Thank you so much, Osman. Yeah, good point. Like, this is not worth it to me, y'all. It's not worth it to me. Don't get me wrong. Do I like nice things? Absolutely. But baby, this is $10 from Amazon. This is my little $8. Like, I got nobody to impress. I don't got nobody to impress. Don't get me wrong. Do I like nice things? Yes, I got this wig. This is real raw hair. Absolutely. Do I like nice things? Absolutely. But I don't feel any pressure to live beyond my means. You know what's so funny? I want to say friends, but I had someone that I was friends with last year. And in our last conversation, we were going back and forth. It wasn't a pleasant conversation, but she called me broke. She's like, yeah, you're broke. And this was a person who I had never had any conversation with this person about my finances. As a matter of fact, when I bought my home 2 years ago, she gifted me something from my housewarming. She gifted me like a towel warmer from my housewarming. And so I just remember when she called me broke, I didn't even have a comeback for that. Cause it's like, first of all, okay, you're free to think that I'm broke. I don't care. But second, I just remember thinking, I'm broke, but you literally bought me a housewarming gift for the home that you saw me purchase on my own. So we've been friends this entire time, and you were in your mind thinking I'm broke. And I remember her telling me that and thinking that that was gonna like be a dagger. It's not a dagger to me. I have nothing to prove to nobody. But I bought a home on my own. No husband, no nothing, no man. I did it on my own. And so I just give that story just to say, like, who cares what people think? Like, who cares? Who cares? I had somebody I was friends with calling me broke to whoever calling me broke, telling me I'm broke. Who cares? Thank you so much, Marie. I actually disagree. People don't watch shows like that for the relatability. If they did, Robin would have been made fun of so badly for her life. Thank you so much, Marie. I don't think that Robin was made fun of for her lifestyle. I think Robin was made fun of because Robin was trying to portray a lifestyle that she didn't have. For instance, like it wasn't just about her economics. It was about her relationship with Juan. Like it just was all, it wasn't real. It didn't make sense. It wasn't real. It didn't make sense. So I think that was the thing with Robin, always having a new business that nobody's buying, nobody's supporting this. Like, who are you? What do you really do? Who are you? That was Robin's issue. It was just like, what are you doing? Who are you besides being mean and light skinned? I think that's what it was for. Exactly. Yeah. Somebody was like, yeah, we clowned her for that faulty relationship. Exactly. And she was boring. Exactly. She was fucking boring. She brought nothing. Like, it was like she was a sight for sore eyes in a sense. Like, okay, I'm tired. What else? What else? I'm not saying nobody ever called her broke, but let's just be honest. Like, housewives get called broke all the time. Like, I understand. Like, sometimes it is the wealth, right? But look at Kelly. Look at Kelly on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She next. There's always something coming up about Kelly from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, her landlord is asking for it, or the restaurant is she backed up on this, backed up on that. But on the show, she wants you to believe she has all this money. But then we see where she's living. It's just a really like unimpressive townhome. And that's fine. You live in a townhome. Live your townhome life. How are you living in a townhome, but for your daughter's 16 birthdays, you're giving her 16 Birkins or however the 16 different big designer bags? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. She's next. It makes no sense. Why are we putting on like this? Do y'all remember when Real Housewives of Atlanta first started? Remember Nene? She was in her townhome with her husband. We saw Nene, like we were able to root for Nene. So when she got to the I'm rich, bitch, they're done. I'm rich, bitch. We were able to root for that. These bitches now they come in and they want to be rich already. It's like, no, let us root for you. Create something that we can support. Stop selling us candles. We're not buying that shit. Stop selling us t-shirts and hats. We're not buying that shit. Stop. Come up with something that people really need. That's another thing with these housewives. Like they be having these businesses like on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. What's her name? The little bimbo bitch on there who always got a new business. It's like, girl, give the people something they really need. How about one of y'all come up with some period panties? No, y'all not going to do that because that actually takes real work. No, you want to get something from Alibaba, smack your name on it and sell it for $100. No, not in this economy. That's not going to fucking work. It's not going to work. Start thinking about what does the world need? Whitney, yes, Whitney, dumbass. Yes. Like, please. Give us some period panties. You know, anybody want to create a new toothpaste that that actually really prevents cavity or something? Like, anybody want to create, like, you know, materials that maybe doctors can use for surgery? Anybody want to create them little things that they use in the pap smears? Maybe you want to update it so when my pussy being cocked up, I don't feel violated when someone just scraping my shit. Like, create some shit that the people need. Damn, you hoes always give us the same thing. It's always the same thing. I'm gonna open up this restaurant. We're not coming. You don't see Candy just shut down her restaurants? The economy is horrible. We need things that you need to create things that people need. If you have Candy Burrs, Candy Burrs, Candy Money Bag Burrs, we've had to see her get rid of her businesses. Y'all hoes need to come up with something else. Come up with something else. Y'all hoes don't want to create no HVAC systems. Don't nobody want to come out with no new dishwasher, something that a bitch need every day. Create something that I need to use every day. Think big, ho. Y'all hoes don't think. That's the problem. My God. Somebody said hair, candles, yes. Yeah, why is that letting me show the comment? Hair, candles, restaurants. It's the same thing. Hair, candles, restaurants, candles. Please create something else. Create something that the masses need. That's y'all problem. And then the thing is, most of the housewives coming in now don't really got no other talent. Nene was an actress. She was a host. Like, she had many talents. Candy, so much talent in her pinky finger. Most of y'all coming in, y'all don't got no other talents. So now you got the housewives that's not paying that much, and then you trying to live beyond your means. And I'm tired of smelling good. Don't give me another perfume. I'm not tired of smelling good, but don't give me another perfume. You bitches don't want to create no life alert, like no life alerts or something. Think about what the elderly need. Y'all hoes don't want to have group homes anymore. Remember when people used to create group homes? Remember how profitable that was? Like, remember when, like, your friend mama had a group home, or old folks home that was very profitable? Y'all bitches don't like doing that shit no more. Creating shit that people need. Kounya c'est parfum candle, parfum hair candle. Parfum hair candle. Chaque jour, même bagay la, tout le monde. Perfume, hair, candle. My God. Y'all like nonprofits. Y'all like, what's y'all like? Think big, ho. Y'all keep doing the same shit over and over again. I know I'm getting off on a tangent, but damn. Woo. She by charade joggers. All right, y'all. I'm tired. I'm sorry I came late. I was at work, but I'm tired, y'all. Oof. Mm. Somebody said, open up a storage unit. Yeah, like, buy a farm. Yes, buy a farm. We need farmers. We are farmers. Dun, 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 dun. We need more farmers. We need more fresh food. Y'all hoes don't want to create farmers markets. Damn. Chaque jour, même bagarre la parfum, perfume, hair, candle. Jeez. That's why you got Kenya doing content at her hair salon now. Now she doing YouTube videos from her hair salon. Be for real. Like, y'all. Those are my thoughts, child. Sorry I made y'all wait. I'm tired. I gotta get up tomorrow morning and go back to work again. I'm working on a Saturday. Y'all killing me. I'm tired. Y'all hoes don't like creating renovation companies. Like, when the last time we seen a housewife like have a renovation company where they go do flooring, like flooring for restaurants? Stop opening up restaurants. Provide the restaurants with what they need. You want to provide with utensils, ovens. Y'all bitches don't like creating ovens. Rent a spoon. Wait. Hookah, Hennessy, lamb chop, chaque jour. Même pas là. Hookah, Hennessy, lamb chops. You know, one time I was in the airport and the TSA agent came up to me. He's like, are you that hookah, Hennessy, lamb chop girl? I said, no. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Search me. Leave me alone. TSA. I love Atlanta TSA down, but they just, I feel like they don't ever take me serious. Hey, Jesse, like they know me by name. Hey, Jesse. So yeah, so it's like, you don't see this line back here talking about hookah Hennessy. Are you the hookah Hennessy? You don't see it's 11 people back here and you trying to have a kiki. Leave me alone. Scan my ID and leave me alone. I'm tired. They do not take me serious at all in that motherfucking airport. My God. All right, y'all. Those are my thoughts. I'm gonna go ahead and save the live, but yeah, let me end with this. Like, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Like, I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked by this. I look forward to seeing what's gonna happen. Do y'all think they're gonna take Wendy off of the Real Housewives of Potomac? I saw somebody saying this. Like, I think I was watching Brooke Ashley, and she was saying it's over for Wendy. I don't think so. Because even if all these allegations are true, they didn't do anything to the general public. Like, they didn't put anybody's lives in danger. Like, I think a DUI is very much different than insurance fraud. I'm not saying it's right, but I think what Jen Shah did, where she was literally stealing from people, I think that's different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she was stealing from the everyday person. You know what I mean? Like, I think insurance fraud, I don't think that will get her kicked off of Real Housewives of Potomac. Yeah, exactly. If Karen can come back, Wendy can. My only thing with Wendy is when you do come back, you better be ready, because these bitches are going to read you down. When I tell you them hoes is in the group chat right now, writing all their comebacks, clapbacks, reads, them bitches is like, they are studying your lawsuit. They're studying this shit. They're studying your fraud case. And they're going to read you down, darling, down. So I'm going to need you to be prepared. Be prepared. I'm going to need you to be prepared. Because they're going to drag you. They're going to drag you, bitch. And they're not going to let you forget it. So you're going to need to put them 4 degrees to good use. And have some comebacks ready. Huh. I'm telling you, these bitches gonna read you down, Wendy. Wendy, prépare tête ou prépare. Eddie, rete là. Rete-moi toujours. Parce que ou même, parce que something tells me this was your idea. Eddie, this was your idea. They said you was the one who told Wendy to put that damn ring on that damn. Eddie, you got a little too happy, Eddie. I know you're not one of the housewives, but this was your scheme. This was your scheme. And now you got the village looking at Wendy sideways. This was your scheme. And even if it wasn't your scheme, as the husband, you should not have allowed your wife to do that. Period. We're going to have to, Eddie, come on. Ce garçon kay la ouye. Met kay la ouye. C'est ou même qui fait décision, yo. C'est ou même qui fait décision. This was a scheme that Eddie set up to come to Wendy with the bullshit. I'm telling you, it was Eddie's scheme. I'm gonna have grace for y'all still, because you still, innocent until proven guilty. But Eddie, this is on you. I'm putting this one on you, period. Drop that in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, y'all. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna go to sleep, child. I'm tired. Thank you so much for staying up. I'm so sorry I was late, but like I said, I was at work. So thank you for staying up, and I'll see y'all next time, child.
BBS, I just turn the water on. Big old flex.